High school football sports.
Oh, yeah, baby.
High school football sports is what I just said. That just came out of my mouth.
High school football. I didn't even catch it. I was like, yeah, it's Monday.
You're like, yeah, let's do some high school football sports. So Germantown beat Bartlett on Friday. 28-0.
You saw that coming, though, right? Because Germantown apparently is just really good this year.
That's what Tyler Springs has told me. So I'm apt to believe him, especially after seeing it for myself. But we didn't worry about the game itself. We went up there, handed out some prizes, and of course, we asked cheerleaders football trivia questions. So the first one that I asked the Bartlett High School cheerleaders was, who gives the quarterback the ball? And these were their fantastic answers.
Okay, so the running back takes the ball. I know that.
Yes, the running back takes the ball.
Linebacker.
Defensive lineman.
What's a linebacker?
It's a defensive thing.
Here, I'm gonna ask you. Just guess. Just guess. What are we guessing?
All right.
But Haley guess. Okay, so
Time's up.
I just want to give y'all a little heads up. We don't know what we're talking about.
Okay.
But we're gonna go with offensive lineman.
Offensive lineman. They came all of that to come up with a pretty close answer.
Yeah, not bad.
Okay, let's see. We asked who's more likely to score, a tight end or a right guard?
I think it's a tight end. Tight end. I think we're gonna go with tight end.
Why is that?
Aren't they the tight ones at the end, like they're the ones that they use to get like out of like a tight spot? They throw them the ball that's like a run.
Yeah, we're gonna go with you.
We're gonna go with that. She sounds like she knows what she's talking about. We're gonna go with you. That's my favorite part.
Yeah, we're gonna go with you.
It's your teammate. You know her name? We're going to go with this girl.
Whoever it is, we're going with them. We asked them how many points is a touchdown worth?
6. It's 6 and then
How many?
6 and then 7 field goal. Yeah.
A goal kick.
Yeah, a goal kick. They knew. They kind of knew. Let me see. Is there another one? Oh yeah, is a tackle on the offense or the defense?
Tackles. I'm gonna say defense. We're gonna go with defense.
Anybody else got an opinion?
We're gonna go with defense.
Offense.
I'm gonna go with defense.
Now, why are you picking offense?
I say
if you tackle someone, aren't you like
no.
offense?
Is it both?
Tackles. If you're working with tackles, you're going for that person. You're trying to get the ball away from them. Offense, you're trying to make sure the ball gets to where it got to go. You're not really worried about it. You're blocking them. So I think you get tackles and sacks from defense.
She went. It's common sense, I guess. She just made it work and was wrong.
Is it not on both?
Is it?
Don't people tackle on both sides?
Well, I mean, the position that is called a tackle is on the offensive side of the ball. One more. What is the quarterback of Bartlett's name?
Will Matthews. Yeah, Will Matthews.
Of course they know that.
Looking.
Yeah. Haley?
Yeah, they all love the quarterback, don't they? We asked Danny asked the Germantown cheerleaders some questions too.
Well, first, a tackle is a strong position on the offensive line. They power their blocks with quick steps and maneuverability.
Oh, well, excellent.
There you go. So
quick and easy.
Yeah, wait till you hear when I asked who gives the quarterback the ball. They have a great answer.
It's coming up in just a minute. Danny and I went out to Bartlett High School on Friday doing the Danny and Country Corey High School tailgate tour. What was
Ooh.
your takeaway from Bartlett?
It is an unbelievable facility. I mean,
It's a nice field, isn't it?
very beautiful. It was very impressive. Like it a lot.
Germantown was out there.
And so I decided, since you were asking the Bartlett cheerleaders, and not one person asked me to do BABAR Bartlett. Panthers, go, fight, win. So I went and did it myself. And I got the Germantown cheerleaders over there and asked them a few questions.
So Danny started with who gives the quarterback the ball?
The referee.
Fantastic. Wow. Somebody's got to get it out on the field.
The referee.
That's a pretty good answer. Maybe who snaps the football?
I was under pressure. The center.
Wow. It took her a minute, but she got it.
Yep.
I love that. Danny asked next, she said, what is a safety?
Offense.
I want to say defense.
They went with the position, not the scoring play, I think.
Yep, exactly.
Which one were you looking for there?
Either one.
It didn't matter, huh? Okay, so Danny asked, what's 1st and 10?
First down.
Good job. How did they get the first down? How many yards did they go?
10.
They knew it.
There it is. They knew that one. Let's see. How do you get 2 points is the next question Danny asked.
Kicking the ball through the end zone right now. 2-point conversion.
And these girls know what they're talking about.
They're from Germantown, babe.
And let's see. Is there another one? That's all of them, right?
I don't know. You're over there doing it.
And what's the best high school football team?
Germantown.
Of course, that was easy. That was an easy one right there. So that's fun. We're going to be out in Arlington this Friday, probably doing something similar.
Do you remember who Arlington's playing?
No, I do not off the top of my
But we
head.
will be in Arlington. So we're going to be going to S.Y. Wilson, I guess, a few minutes.
Oh,
before
that's a good idea. Stop by SY and check things out.
Yeah.
And then head on over to the Arlington football game and see what happens there. All right, that's coming up this Friday. And coming up just after 8 o'clock, what the heck happened at Mississippi State Memphis?
Oh,
Danny was at the Memphis Mississippi State game. How was the atmosphere at the game, Danny?
Oh, it was excellent. You kidding me? There's no rain.
I know.
Got there at 1:00 and no rain till got back to the tailgate after the game.
Perfect.
It was awesome.
I was driving to Tupelo at the beginning of the game and driving back after the game. So I was going to Tupelo. Tyler Springs is joining us too. Was driving to Tupelo listening to the Memphis broadcast on 98.9.
Right.
And then when I got a certain point, it went out. I started looking on the radio for the
state broadcast.
For the state broadcast. I found it. Night and day difference. By
Really?
the way. Oh, wow. 98.9 sounds like ESPN or NBC or CBS compared to that Mississippi State
Was it an
broadcast.
AM channel they had to get?
No,
to?
it was an
Okay.
FM channel, but it should have been on AM.
Wow.
I mean, even the commercials were terrible.
Oh, that's too bad. But, I mean, it's good to hear that 98.9 is doing it well.
That's a much better broadcast.
Listen, a game like that calls itself. You know what I mean? Especially on the Memphis side, just where it's so back and forth, rock'em sock'em. There were 4 or 5 times where I was just like, this game is too drunk right now. This game needs to go home.
Well, I got out of the car at halftime. It was 17-7. Then I get back in the car, and it's the post game show, the Mississippi State post game show.
Right.
Boy, they're pissed.
Oh, yeah.
Man, they are pissed off. They're reading from the rule book. I mean, they are calling for more transparency in the NCAA. They're not happy campers.
I get it. I totally get it because it looked as though the referee, at the moment where Austin picked the ball up, was signaling that the ball was going to be dead. And I guess not only that, when they looked at the tape, there were 2 players in the field that were wearing the same number, which you can't do. And that's on the Memphis side to not substitute that way, where you've got 2 guys on the same, on the field at the same time, Calvin Austin and Maurice White wearing the same number. But I understand. I totally understand. But those are also SEC officials. So you're looking in house if you're looking to fix that problem.
All right. Can you explain to Corey exactly what happened?
What
I mean,
happened? I missed it completely.
The play should have been blown dead.
Right. So it's a punt, right? And they Mississippi State goes down, and they tried to, or they did what they could. Basically, they did everything except hand the ball to the referee in terms of downing the punt, because the punt rolls in there inside the 5-yard line.
So it was down then, or should have been.
It should have been down, because Mississippi State player not only touched it, grabbed it with one hand and knelt while he did it. And if you're kneeling with your hand on the football and your knee is on the ground at the same time, I believe that is considered possession.
Okay.
And the referee tossed his little beanie down the way he does when there is a change of possession. He'll throw it down when there's a fumble. They throw it down wherever the yard line is that the fumble occurred. He threw that down, and he's in the middle of waving his hands back and forth to go, ball's dead. But in the midst of him doing that, I guess maybe the whistle had not blown. So Calvin Austin, he squirted in between 3 or 4 guys. I couldn't even believe he got in there, but he got in there between those 3 or 4 guys and scooped up the football while everybody's sort of standing around thinking the punt is down, and goes 93 yards down the sideline for a touchdown. So Mississippi State's calling the referees out for not sticking with what that official was about to be able to whistle.
Right.
And I don't think he ever whistled it, but he was signaling with his hands, and he threw the flag down. But Calvin Austin just preyed upon the fact that if you do not hand the football to the referee, it's not it is not as, this is going to sound silly when I say it's not as down as it could be. It's down, but it's not down.
It's not dead.
Right.
It's down, but not
It's
dead.
down, but it's not dead. Right. That's the double tap equivalent. You got to kill a zombie with 2 shots.
Yeah.
If you only hit it with 1, you can't be sure.
Okay.
Okay. Well, why would they not replay that? Why would they not challenge that?
That's a good question. I don't think it's a challengeable call. That's
Because
and
it's on a kickoff, I guess.
Well, I want to look that up. I don't want to give you the wrong information, but I don't. There are some plays that are reviewable and some that are not, and I believe that's not a reviewable call live at that time.
Well, the Mississippi State broadcast crew read out of the rule book that was a challengeable call.
Is it? Okay. All right. If I'm wrong, then
pissed off.
Well, but I don't understand. If you're the coach, I'd be on the field by the time that our guy was at the 50-yard line.
That's what I'm curious about, is why Mike Leach wasn't a little more animated on behalf of his guys.
Right.
That didn't make a lot of sense to me.
So would that have affected the outcome of the game? Do you
Absolutely.
Think? Do you think Mississippi State would have won the game if they'd have gotten that call right?
Listen, you never know what happens. I think there's an incredible chance that Mississippi State wins that game, because that touchdown changes just the tenor of everything. I think.
Did the refs steal the game from the Bulldogs, in your professional opinion?
Hard to say. Hard to say.
He don't want to say yes.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Okay,
but listen, if you're Mississippi State and you're good, and you consider yourself a good team, play better. Don't put yourself in that position. Don't leave it to the refs.
And who's Memphis got this week?
Mev says UTSA, which is a good team from a smaller conference, but they have 3 wins over Power 5 teams. They're unbeaten. They got a good offense.
All right, so there's that. Thank you, Tyler. We appreciate you, brother. Coming up in just a bit, we got a senseless survey. We'll call somebody at random, see if we can get them to stay on the phone through a series of ridiculous survey questions.